Our tipster Jones knows unleashes his tips, analysis and predictions across the Premier League card and sees a big twist coming in the title race. Brentford vs Southampton, Saturday 3 p.m. Play Super 6 here. Christian Eriksen playing for this Brentford side warms the cockles, doesn't it? But emotion aside, this is still a player pulling the strings to supreme levels like he always has done. Brentford's Christian Eriksen is fancied to score from outside the box. He was sensational in the defeat at Old Trafford, reveling in a free role to dictate the play, provide ammunition for his somewhat misfiring strikers and firing quality efforts on goal from range. Nemanja Matic and Scott McTominay look like a couple of celebrities playing in a charity game against a seasoned pro, trying to stop him. Southampton play a very aggressive style which will afford space for Eriksen to roam in. Ralph Hasenhüttl's side have conceded 21 goals in their last 9 Premier League games since the start of March and have won only one of the last 9 Premier League games, losing 6, so goal-scoring situations should be on the agenda for the home side. They look a solid option at 11/10 with Sky Bet for the win. Play Super 6 for free. Eriksen himself looks a fair price at 4/1 with Sky Bet to get in on the goal-scoring action. In his 7 starts, he has fired 13 shots from outside the box, including 2 that hit the target against Manchester United. A player with his quality that has scored 23 goals from outside the box in the Premier League is always worth a look at scoring from range. He is 10/1 with to do in this game, which should be a open, free-flowing affair. Those that like to play a shorter price should be alerted to the 10/11 with Sky Bet for Eriksen to have a shot on target from outside the box, too. Score prediction. 3/1. Betting angle. Christian Eriksen to have a shot on target, 4/7 with Sky Bet. Bet here. Jones knows best bet. Christian Eriksen to score from outside the box, 10/1 with Sky Bet. Bet here. Burnley vs Aston Villa, Saturday 3 p.m. Play Super 6 here. My instincts are telling me to oppose goals. Burnley have opened up under Mike Jackson and their games are producing a higher expected goals number. However, it's hard to get away from the notion that these two teams are excellent in defense. Since Steven Gerrard was appointed in November, Aston Villa have consistently posted top 6 standard defensive displays. Their expected goals against data has them averaging 1.01 goals conceded per 90 minutes, which has them as the 4th best defense in that metric over a 22-game period. An impressive feat from Gerrard and something they can most certainly build on next season. 8 clean sheets have been kept in that run, too. Interestingly, Burnley have also kept 8 clean sheets in that period, with the base of James Tarkowski and Nick Pope continually showing that they deserve to be competing far higher up the Premier League table. Download the Sky Sports Scores app, Apple, Android, the UK's #1 scores app. Find out more. Transfer Centre Live. The 0-0 draw at 9/1 with Sky Bet is a runner, but I am happy to take a shorter price and row in with both teams to score. No, it evens. It's a bet that has landed in 7 of Burnley's last 8 home wins and 7 of Villa's last 9 Premier League games. Score prediction. 0-0. Betting angle. Both teams to score. No, evens with Sky Bet. Bet here. Chelsea vs Wolves, Saturday 3 p.m. Play Super 6 here. There were only 12 shots in the corresponding fixture that ended 0-0, the second fewest in a Premier League game this season. And it's very easy to see a similar scenario playing out at Stamford Bridge, with both teams really struggling for rhythm in the final third. Chelsea have scored more than 1 goal in only 2 of their last 7 Premier League fixtures, and despite some Jordan Pickford heroics for Everton, Chelsea's expected goals tally of 1.27 against one of the Premier League's worst defenses sums up their current malaise. Meanwhile, Wolves have quietly slipped under the radar in terms of how miserable their performances have been. They have created an expected goals figure of just 6.93 in their last 8 games combined, the worst tally per 90 minutes of any team in the Premier League, whilst failing to score in their last 3 games against Brighton, Burnley and Newcastle. The Chelsea defense are going to prove a tough nut for them to crack. I think Chelsea will have enough quality to edge this one though, and I am hoping Reece James is the man to provide the killer moment. Reece James is a 5/1 shot to score this weekend. Yet again, with him fully fit, confident and playing against a team likely to offer up chances, James is a fantastic bet across a variety of markets this weekend. The 5/1 with Sky Bet on him to bag his 6th goal of the season makes plenty of appeal. He's had 7 shots on goal in the last 2 games, producing an expected goals figure of 0.48. A player with that set of data shouldn't be so big in the market to find the net. Score prediction: 1-0, betting angle, Reece James to score, 5/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Crystal Palace vs Watford, Saturday 3 p.m, play Super 6 here. Watford will be relegated if they fail to win at Selhurst Park, as the cruel twist of a manager having his fate sealed at his former club is on the cards for a second weekend running after Dean Smith was relegated at Villa Park. Former Palace boss Roy Hodgson has won only 2 of his 14 matches in charge of Watford, with his win percentage record of 14.3%, the worst in his career since a spell at Bristol City in 1982. Hodgson confirms he will leave Watford this summer. Palace are about the right price at 8/13 with Sky Bet to win back-to-back Premier League games for just the second time this season. And they'll probably achieve it keeping a 4th straight clean sheet at home, which would be their longest run without conceding a goal in the Premier League at Selhurst Park. My eyes have been drawn to Wilfried Zaha in the goalscorer market, who is having his best ever scoring season in the Premier League with 12 goals. 2 of those goals have come from shots from outside the area this season. In total, he has peppered 14 strikes on goal from outside the box, which makes the 25/1. With Sky Bet for him to score from range against arguably the worst team in the league very appealing. Score prediction: 2-0, betting angle, Wilfried Zaha to score from outside the box, 25/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Brighton vs Manchester United, Saturday 5:30 p.m, live on Sky Sports. Stream this game with a Now Pass, get Sky Sports. Watch free clips during game and highlights after FT. If anyone thinks Manchester United have turned a corner, please think again. The 3-0 win over Brentford is a classic example of how purely using the final score and expected goals to base strong betting decisions without the use of ice and gut instinct can take you down the wrong path. Along with inflicting a dominant scoreline, United dominated the expected goals battle 2.17 to 0.64 as the big chances fell their way. However, having watched the game, the Bees were afforded huge amounts of promising openings in the match, especially at 1-0 when the game felt like it was going with Thomas Frank's side until Cristiano Ronaldo won the crucial penalty. United allowed Brentford 24 touches in their box on Monday night, which backs up my theory that they were fortunate not to concede despite their apparent strong expected goals against data. In fact, over their last 5 fixtures, United have conceded on average 29.2 touches in their box. Only West Ham, Everton, Leeds and Watford average more. Brighton vs Manchester United, live on Sky Sports. Brighton are tactically mature enough to locate the wide-open spaces that lead to promising attacking moments, and they will find plenty in this fixture. The problem with Brighton is their inability to take full advantage of their impressive build-up play at home. They are without a win at the Amex in 8 Premier League games, failing to score in 5 of the last 6. There is also the Ronaldo factor to consider, who looks razor sharp. He will only need 1 chance to score, such is his form that has seen him score 9 goals in his last 6 games. As you can tell, I am in an indecisive mood on this one. When that is the case, back the draw, something Brighton have done 14 times this season. Brighton and Hove Albion, Manchester United, Saturday the 7th of May 5 p.m. Kickoff 5:30 p.m. Get Sky Sports. Get a Sky Sports Pass. Score prediction: 1-1, betting angle, back the draw, 12/5 with Sky Bet, bet here. Liverpool vs Tottenham, Saturday 7:45 p.m. Liverpool are going to be made to work very hard in this one. It's time to ditch the theory of low-scoring wins for Jurgen Klopp's men as Tottenham head to Anfield with the perfect attacking philosophy to score goals. Liverpool leave so much space in behind, and Spurs are very happy to play against such defenses, with quick, direct attacks suiting their forward players. They are a dangerous side that have scored 6 in 3 fixtures with Liverpool and Manchester City this season, whilst taking 6 points off Pep Guardiola's men. When you throw Liverpool's deadly attack into the mix, it's hard to see how this game doesn't produce fireworks. Instead of backing a pro-Liverpool outcome, my eyes have wandered to the goalscorer market, where Heung-min Son looks overpriced at 2/1 with Sky Bet to score in a predicted goal-heavy game. Son's double last weekend in the win over Leicester took him to 19 Premier League goals and to within 3 goals of Mohamed Salah in the Golden Boot race. It's worth noting all of Son's goals have been non-penalties, whilst Salah has scored 5 from the spot. Heung-min Son has 19 Premier League goals this season. You can rest assured Son will be testing the Liverpool offside trap on regular occasions. In his last 8 appearances against the Reds and Manchester City, he has managed to break it and score 5 times, which is a very healthy strike rate against the 2 best defenses in Europe. Score prediction: 3-2, betting angle, Heung-min Son to score, 2/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Arsenal vs Leeds, Sunday 2 p.m, live on Sky Sports. Stream this game with a Now Pass, get Sky Sports. Watch free clips during game and highlights after FT. Before they played Manchester City last weekend, Leeds United stood just 10% probability of being relegated. How quickly things can change. That is now up to 44%, as they have shot into favoritism in the relegation market, with 5 quarters on offer for them to fall through the trapdoor. This is a rather unfortunate fixture for them too. With Burnley and Everton playing teams that have little to play for the Premier League, Leeds have a team fully pumped up and rested to give everything for their quest to make the top 4. Arsenal are also a team that have little trouble swatting aside relegation. Arsenal transfer rumors. Gunners in final push to convince Nketiah. For example, they are unbeaten in 33 home Premier League games against promoted sides, winning 28, since losing to Newcastle in November 2010. I am aware, Leeds aren't a promoted team this season, but it's a relevant statistic. Leeds were also dispatched 4-1 by the Gunners at Elland Road earlier this season. Saying that, Jesse Marsch has made them harder to beat since Marcelo Bielsa departed, taking their expected goals against figure per 90 minutes from 2.12. Arsenal, much like Liverpool, are happy winning games in job-done fashion at the moment, which sails against the market expectation on the game being a goal-heavy one. Leeds' improvement in defense, added to Arsenal's liking for winning games by 1 goal, makes the 130th with Sky Bet on Arsenal to win in under 2.5 goals a runner. Score prediction: 1-0, betting angle, Arsenal to win and under 2.5 goals, 130th with Sky Bet, bet here. Leicester vs Everton, Sunday 2 p.m. Everton's escape route has been to play ugly football. Desperate times have called for desperate measures. And credit to them. This nasty, direct style of play completely did for Chelsea last weekend in the Goodison Park cauldron. They played the percentages, they snapped into tackles, they wasted time, they rattled the opposition. The only thing missing to complete the old-school football set was a goal from a set piece. That may come here in a game they can most certainly get something from against a timid Leicester side. Yerry Mina to score a header at 14/1 with Sky Bet is my chosen weapon. His return to fitness offers Frank Lampard so much in both boxes, and not to mention Mina's leadership qualities at playing dark arts football. Yerry Mina celebrates scoring in the FA Cup. 7 goals from 78 starts puts him up there with the most deadly attackers of a set piece in the Premier League, and his prices are a little too inflated as his season has been ravaged by injuries, so his shots data has trended downwards. Here, he faces a Leicester side that have conceded the most goals from set pieces, 27, and most from corners, 14, this season. This might be the time to catch the big man, so backing him at 4/6 for a shot and going for glory with a headed Go all at 16/1 with Sky Bet is the way to go. Score prediction. 1-1, betting angle. Yerry Mina to have at least one shot, 4/6 with Sky Bet, bet here. Jones knows best bet. Yerry Mina to score a header, 16/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Norwich vs West Ham, Sunday 2 p.m. I searched desperately for a reason to back a Norwich-based bet in this one, as West Ham's form after a European night is an angle we have profitably exploited in recent months. How about a relegated team's result and goals patterns after relegation has been confirmed? Maybe there is a spike when the relative pressure of a relegation battle are removed? Nope. Teams that have an R next to their name have lost 24 of their 36 matches in the last 5 years in the Premier League, conceding an average of 2.3 goals per 90 minutes in those fixtures. So, despite the obvious issues with West Ham's focus, they still have enough quality in reserve to win this match without conceding. The 9 quarters on them to do so. Makes sense. Score prediction. 0-2, betting angle. West Ham to win 2-0, 9 quarters with Sky Bet, bet here. Manchester City vs Newcastle, Sunday 4:30 p.m, live on Sky Sports. Stream this game with a Now Pass, get Sky Sports. Watch free clips during game and highlights after FT. In my world of trying to nick a few quid off the bookmakers, price is absolutely everything, and everything has its price. Some people simply don't understand that I am not trying to argue who do I think will win the game, but I am trying to make a well-reasoned case for why a certain scenario is overpriced. I took on Manchester City last week when the odds suggested they had an 80% chance of beating Leeds, and I've got to stick to my guns with my after a Champions League matchday theory when they are being given an 89% chance this weekend against a far more dangerous side than Leeds, albeit they are at. What went wrong for Man City in Madrid? Merson says, Grealish doesn't fit at City, and they might sell him. I am happy to swim against the market, as I remain very edgy about City after they have played a Champions League knockout match, especially with the mental hangover potentially lingering from Wednesday. Their heads will be frazzled. There is a pattern emerging of them being vulnerable. After 16 knockout games where that tie was realistically in the balance, they have lost on 7 occasions in the next domestic match to Leeds, 1-2, Chelsea, 0-1, Chelsea, 1-2, Wigan, 0-1, Manchester United, 2-3, Tottenham, 2-3, and Liverpool, 2-3. There does seem a drop in levels after a big midweek effort in Europe, where the emotions involved in their pursuit for that elusive trophy do seem to weigh heavy. It's impossible to put a number on how much the complete choke against Real Madrid will affect their mentality back in a competition that they are 4 wins away from landing. Lifting his players after what happened on Wednesday will be a big test for the boss. But with such an informed team on their doorstep in Newcastle, backing the 9 halves with Sky Bet for Eddie Howe's men to win or draw is just too juicy to ignore. Since Newcastle's 1-0 Premier League away win versus Leeds on January 22, only Liverpool, 37, have taken more Premier League points than Newcastle, 31. They have taken 4 more points than Manchester City in this period, albeit having played 3 games more. If they can defend in their usual strong structure and hit shrewdly own the break, then those taking the 1/8 with Sky Bet on a home win could have an anxious Sunday afternoon. Manchester City, Newcastle United, Sunday the 8th of May 4 p.m. Kickoff 4:30 p.m. Get Sky Sports. Get a Sky Sports Pass. Score prediction. 1-1, betting angle. Newcastle to win or draw, 9 halves with Sky Bet, bet here.